originalmente eram 3 obras. Essas obras representam minhas obras nos anos 90. As 3 obras nunca foram exibidas juntos. Quando a gente mudou para o Brasil, eu precisava destruir tudo que não pude trazer aqui. É uma pena, mas a outra obra, a terceira obra, foi destruída. Esta obra era a primeira, está a história. Esta obra representa nossa idade, nossa época social e política. Nesta época era impossível usar filme. Não tinha bastante dinheiro para fazer obras em filme, então comecei a usar vídeo. E esse vídeo também era analog, não é digital. Para editar analog vídeo, você precisa de equipamento muito caro. E isso também não tinha. Então, eu preciso fazer vídeos simples que não precisa editar, gravando uma ação com um corpo muito simples. Então, primeiro era filmar uma pessoa, sombra de uma pessoa fugindo. Por que tem sombra de homem em vez de homem? Is your shadow part of you, or is it something separate? Is a shadow a real thing? Are you a real thing? Because a shadow is the absence of light. A person is light, right? A shadow could be seen as a shade. For example, in English, a shade means a ghost. So the shadow also is a ghost. So the shadow means that somebody isn't really there, or something strange has happened. You see, it's not so simple. It's like trying to describe, what reality really is, what you really are, what is really happening. Na esquerda tem limpador de para-brisa. O que está acontecendo aqui? Este limpador está tentando clarificar sua visão. Este pedimento representa para mim razão e ordem. E você veja que está invertado. The steel part just says structure. It's like I'm talking about society. This is just like a metaphor for structure, that's all. A segunda obra, chamada Ascent, representa destino de homem. This is the fate of the individual in the modern epic. And the individual, is at the end of his rope. He's hanging on for his dear life. He's hanging there, holding onto this rope so that he doesn't fall. And if he lets go, he's going to fall. He's going to lose everything. Below him are the stages. Before he's gotten to this point, this desperate point, he's built up to this point. These panels represent the different stages before he gets to the top. He's not quite at the top yet, but he's almost at the top of this other stage, the second stage. And he's just hanging on. He's trying to climb higher, but he can't get any higher. He's trying to get his promotion in the company, but they're not going to give him a promotion. He's trying to get a raise so he can pay for his second child, but he's not going to get a raise. He's just not going to make enough money. He's not getting what he wants out of life. And things are closing in around him. What's he going to do? You're on your own. That's what this work is. This is the modern man on his own. He doesn't. He has to. Whatever he gets out of life, he's got to somehow fight to get it. That machine on the floor is part of the work. That machine is playing his life. What's important is that wires connect to the mechanism below. The wires tell you something about, the travel of the image, of the technology, the meaning of of the image is that it's supported by technology, that contemporary people are supported by technology.
E tem terceira obra chamada Suspicion. E Suspicion, para mim, representada repressão.
The third work also has wallpaper. I grew up with wallpaper. Probably everybody grew up with wallpaper. Wallpaper is what makes your home, you know. You've got these flowers on the wall, or you have stripes. You have something anyway. We can't afford art, but we can afford wallpaper. You know, life, a person's life is somehow it's such an enormous thing. It's a big thing. I wanted to make this a very big work because a life is a big thing, you know. And so I tried to give it a kind of monumentality, as if it were a monument. It's monumental and it's tragic, because, you know, amidst all the foolishness, there's also sincerity, you know. Amidst all the dreams, there's also desperation.